Hi y'all, and welcome to today's Bold and Beautiful Chat. Ridge and Steffi talk about Eric seeing Quinn. Carter is delivering divorce papers over to Eric's house, and Quinn begs Eric to give her another chance and not divorce her. Wyatt is trying to persuade Katie to give their relationship a chance, and Wyatt tries to kiss Katie, and Katie gets a call, and she avoided kissing Wyatt, which she continued trying to avoid kissing him throughout their conversation. And Sheila is having her portrait sketched, and Charlie asks what's she doing, and Sheila keeps telling him to just leave. And Sheila is very brutal and rude and ugly when she tells him to leave. She got what information she wanted out of him, and now she just talks so terrible to him. And Quinn continues to beg Eric to try again. They can still be good for each other. Eric remembers better times as Quinn begs him for one more chance. An employee at Forrester, her name is Charlotte, and she met Wyatt at a restaurant. And Katie had set up the meeting between the two of them. And she's just really trying to get Wyatt interested in someone besides her. Ridge and Steffi talk more about Eric divorcing Quinn and Ridge kissing Quinn. Quinn is crying now to Eric about how sorry she is. And Carter brought over the divorce papers, and they are ready to sign with all the conditions Eric wanted, Carter said. Eric said if Quinn has changed, then sign the divorce papers and show him that she has changed, because in her pleading for him to not leave her, she talked about how she had changed. The girl, Charlotte, that Wyatt met, leaves to put their name on the list to eat, and Wyatt calls Katie, and Katie says Charlotte is more suited for Wyatt than she is, and she's real pretty and sweet, and he needs to think about seeing her, and that Charlotte likes him. Steffi asks if Ridge moved on from Quinn, and he says yes, and Steffi thinks Ridge has someone he isn't admitting to, but Ridge says no, there's nobody. Charlie sees the portrait of Sheila and asks if that is what he thinks it is. And Sheila says that it is. Two of the conditions of Eric's divorce is that Quinn's job will be terminated, and that she can't step a foot on Forrester property, and she has to leave the house and never come back. So she'll lose her job, she'll lose her home, and she can't step foot on either one of those properties again. Those are two of the conditions. Quinn says that Quinn signs the divorce papers after Eric said that to her. And Eric says, thank you, you can go. And Quinn tells him she will love him forever. And she walks toward the door and starts to open the door, and she hears paper ripping, and she turns around, and Eric is tearing up the divorce papers and lets them drop to the floor. Quinn asks, what are you doing? And Katie tries to take her mind off of Wyatt and tries to work, but Wyatt walks in and just goes to Katie and gives her a really passionate kiss. And Katie says, you're supposed to be having lunch with Charlotte. But Wyatt lets Katie know he's not interested in Charlotte. Eric said he had to be sure, and Carter, we won't be needing to file these papers. Eric tells Quinn how he trusted her and she took it away. He sees her regret and sorrow over what happened. He said he believes in Quinn, and Quinn says Eric is the greatest man ever. And they hug. Sheila wants her portrait over Eric's mantle, and Charlie says she's crazy. She wants to be Eric Forrester's wife again, and she said that she was going to, and if you don't believe it, you're in for a big surprise. And she does an evil laugh. So that was today's show, and I'm so glad that Eric and Quinn are back together. I do think Quinn has changed, and sometimes it is hard for a person to change, especially the way Quinn has changed, because, you know, she used to be such a bad person. But anyway, I'm glad that they're giving it another chance, and I hope it works out for them. So, and I am getting a little bit of a soft spot for Ridge. I used to not like him very much, but I'm hoping that he finds somebody. So thank you for watching today's chat, and I hope you'll be back tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.